Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from SegaCDUniverse.com, and this is a video that I'm going to cut together after I'm done making it. This is going to be the first video, obviously, or the first portion. This is called the Sega Saturn Saga. I ended up ordering a couple Sega Saturns off the internet, and they're untested, but supposedly one of them at least had worked last it was used, but he couldn't find the AV cables. So my good friend Spence from his YouTube channel Sega Soldier, he's going to send me some controllers and some AV cables. Thank you very much, Sega Soldier. And I picked up a couple games. I got Quarterback Attack, Last Bronx, and Street Fighter the movie, just because they looked interesting. And I like Street Fighter the movie. It's pretty good for a cheesy digitized graphics game. So here's the first package. Let's open this bad boy up. Jesus, Stella. This Saturn came with a scratched up version of the Lost World. A pretty good condition Virtua Cop. And a scratched up version of Virtua Fighter 2. It also came with the AV cable. Not the AV cable, the power cable. About the system. And the system's in, it's got some scuffs. It's in pretty good shape, but it's got some scuffs. It's the Model 2. It's a little lighter than I remembered, but... Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from SegaCDUniverse.com, and this is a video that I'm going to cut together after I'm done making it. This is going to be the first video, obviously, or the first portion. This is called the Sega Saturn Saga. I ended up ordering a couple Sega Saturns off the internet, and they're untested, but supposedly one of them at least had worked last it was used, but he couldn't find the AV cables. So my good friend Spence from his YouTube channel Sega Soldier, he's going to send me some controllers and some AV cables. Thank you very much, Sega Soldier. And I picked up a couple games. I got Quarterback Attack, Last Bronx, and Street Fighter the movie, just because they looked interesting. And I like Street Fighter the movie. It's pretty good for a cheesy digitized graphics game. So here's the first package. Let's open this bad boy up. Jesus, Stella. This Saturn came with a scratched up version of the Lost World. A pretty good condition Virtua Cop. And a scratched up version of Virtua Fighter 2. It also came with the AV cable. Not the AV cable, the power cable. About the system. And the system's in, it's got some scuffs. It's in pretty good shape, but it's got some scuffs. It's the Model 2. It's a little lighter than I remembered, but... That guy, somebody walked into the house. So I didn't realize this, but in one of the Sega Saturns was a copy of College Slam. Let me start off with what I paid. So, first of all, I hope one of these out of the two works, but I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful. They're both in okay shape. Pretty average. Nothing, like, amazing. They're both a little scuffed, but nothing bad. This one, I paid $13 shipped, and it came with the console, Virtua Fighter 2, Virtua Cop, and the Lost World, and a power cord, and that was 13 bucks, so that's not bad at all, even if it is broken. The second one, put this over here, came with a copy of College Slam in the system, a power cord, the multi-tap 6-person jammy, and a 3D controller, which is kind of scuffed up. I would say out of a 10, with a 10 being perfect, I'd give it a 5, a 6. It's scratched. It seems functional. The buttons feel fine. It just looks a little scratched up. So this was, for all that stuff. Oh, and he threw in a copy of, I don't know why, NBA Live 97. That was $40 shipped. So far I'm $53 in the hole. I have a S-video cable coming I got for 20 bucks. I have a couple more games. I got, like I said, I picked up Last Bronx, I picked up Street Fighter the movie, and I picked up Quarterback Attack. I also picked up Walkin' Rotor, which is a Japanese game. It's like a cyberpunk, steampunk type game, RPG. What else? I got a copy of Vampire Hunter, which is, I think, Darkstalkers, is it 1 or 2? I don't remember which one. I got that coming. And I have the RAM card coming that you put in, and it gives you extra memory for certain games that need it. 1 megabyte or 4 megabytes. It plays imports, and you can put cheat codes into it, and you can back up saves to it so that you free up room on your battery on your Saturns, because the Saturns use the same thing as a watch battery. I can't think of it. It's like CR whatever, and they run up. The space runs out fairly quickly. So let's open these bad boys up, see how dirty they are, give them a cleaning, and then I won't be able to test them right now because I don't have any AV cables, but I will. You won't know that because I will put the next video on it side to side. So I got my tools. I got some white lithium grease. I got a screwdriver, Q-tips. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I got a paper towel. Here we go. Paper towel and some rubbing alcohol. So thank you, Mr. Adam Koralik, for telling me how to do this. He has informed me. You flip this over, pop this bad boy out somehow. Well, do you have to take that out? I guess you don't have to. And I might need a smaller screwdriver. Hold on. Sorry about that intermission. And the camera battery's gonna die soon too, so that's good. I'm hoping not to find any dead bugs, because that's disgusting. So I think there's 6 of them. I think he said there's 2 in the top. Okay. He said there was 2 in the middle, but I only... Oh, there's 3 more. Here we go. There's 1 in the middle here. On the left-hand side, if you have it flipped over. Come on, you son of a bitch. That's the one thing that sucks about sometimes with these screwdrivers. It's 3, and then there's, I think, 2 more. You know, it's not flat or sitting still. Sometimes what I do is I take these things out and I just use my fingers. There we go. Let's see if it fits. Sometimes it's a little easier, sometimes just... Maybe not. Yeah, never mind that. Camera's gonna die soon. That's always good. Let's try this screwdriver. This is the one that worked before, I think. It's a tri-wing. Alright. I think it was this one. Find this boring? Good. Me too. Great. Be right back. Let me get one more fucking screwdriver. Oh, how annoying is this shit? You're still watching, I guess, so it can't be that bad. Alright, let's try this one more time. That doesn't fit. Okay, great. Let's try this screwdriver. Too big. Too big. Okay. Time to just brute force the shit out of it with one of these screwdrivers here. You know what? I'll turn the camera back on once it's open. Stella's still screaming. Here we go. Ta-da! Wow. For a system that is, you know, how old is this thing? This looks really nice. Huh. Very, very impressed in terms of the quality, or the condition of the system, I should say. Very impressed. Not very dirty at all. So I'm going to blow it out some canned air, call it a day, maybe wipe some of the plastic down with some rubbing alcohol. I did get that battery cover off in the back. As you can see, if you can see, it's kind of dark. And there's a battery in here, you just pry it up a little bit. I'm going to put a new battery in there so it has brand new save state stuff. And that's that. So the next video you see will be, crossing my fingers, me turning these bad boys on for the first time and hopefully them working. So here we go. Next part. I get testing this system in, I don't know, a couple days, a week, whenever it may be that you see this, or that I get back to it. I like putting white lithium grease on gears because it doesn't really dry up. Sometimes it gets a little clumped, but it tends to keep all my stuff in pretty good working order. So there are some gears and a plastic, you know, bar that the CD-ROM, or that the lens rides on. So I'm going to take a little bit of this, just grease these gears. I don't know if you can see it really well, see if I can zoom in a little. Those are the gears. So you got those white gears, and then under there, you probably can't see it. Oh, there you go, you can see it. Is that railing. So I just kind of rub. Now, I noticed with my Sega CD, it was making some loud noises lately, and I had greased the gears already fairly recently. So I went back, re-greased them, and you know, you make sure there's no cracks, because you don't want to use like Vaseline or anything, because Vaseline actually breaks down plastics. So I went back and I looked, and it looked like there was some built-up grease, like the grease just kind of got caked up. And also, I saw a little tiny bristle. So I removed the bristle that was built up with the grease. That might have been actually causing the build-up. And no more loud noises after that. Oh, there's a black one here too. Didn't even notice it. I mean, if you grease it up okay, it's going to ride along it and grease itself up anyway, but I like to put a little extra. I mean, I know you probably shouldn't overdo it, but all you're seeing is my hand. Sorry about that. I'm not watching the viewfinder. Alright, so that's that. Next video is going to be hopefully in a couple days to a week, me testing out these bitches. Alright guys. See you in a minute. Here is the moment of truth. I got the S-video cables for my Sega Saturn in the mail. I should have been smart and brought my you know, stand to hold the camera on, but obviously I forgot it, so I'm holding it by hand. So let me hook this bitch up and we're gonna see if it works. Those are the birds screaming upstairs, but please bear with me. I don't know which input this is actually, so I'm gonna try them all. So let's turn this thing on. It's got power. Let's go to the menu. There it is, video 2. Let's video 2 we will call game, because obviously it's a video game. And now here is the I don't have a regular controller, I just have the Nights into Dreams 3D controller, but should work, I hope. English. pushing the buttons. Got nothing. Alright, let's put down the camera and try the Sega Saturn tryout. Here we go. The game's in, it's spinning. I'm at the Sega screen. That's a good sign. It's a little loud. Here we go. College Slam, baby. For some reason I couldn't get the Knights controller to work right away. I think I had it on the wrong setting. If you look at the controller, it looks like you have to... I had it on this left one, and I guess that was the analog, and it wasn't detecting it, so I had to put it on the right one before I started it. Did it just get stuck? Oh, I thought I spoke too soon. Alright, so let me see if I could start the game up. I'm not going to actually play it, but... So this is the first Dreamcast, excuse me, Saturn. Seems to be working fine. This is the one that I think came with the Knights controller for 40 bucks. Credits. Come on. I'm pushing all the buttons, nothing's happening. Alright, so we know this one works. Let's see if I can get past this in a second, and I'll pop the next Saturn in and see if that works. The Knights controller was giving me issue with College Slam, but whatever. Virtua Fighter 2 is up and running. A is block, B is punch, C is kick. Wolf. Alright, time to try that next Saturn. Second Sega Saturn I got for $13 shipped with a power cord, Virtua Cop, Virtua Fighter 2, and Jurassic Park The Lost World. Boom. Works. So the guy said it didn't work. He must have been mistaken. Well, the Knights pad is giving me some issue. I don't know if that's because this controller is not meant for this, so it doesn't know what the hell to do. But the Knights pad is giving me a little issue here and there. There, now it's working again. Alright, whatever. So I know that's the pad because everything else is working on both systems the same. Alright. So, one was 40 bucks, one was 13, and they both work. Smile, Jeffrey, smile. You're about to whoop some ass. Alright, guys. And I got the S-video cable. It looks, you know, pretty good on a, I guess a 720p Sony, what is it, Bravia? Sony Bravia. Alright guys, thanks for watching. It's Vampire Mike from SegaCDUniverse.com. Looks like all the stuff I bought is coming soon, and hopefully I'll show some of it. Be good.